do as thou wilt. The Aleister Crowley quote. Under that, do as thou wilt spirit. Do what you feel. Do what you want. Commit adultery. That's this world. And that goes back to the spirit of Bacchus.
Bacchanalia.
Bacchanalia is called, where you would go to these parties and stuff like that, these orgy parties, and it's just like a free-for-all program. That's what people are under in this world. They're all about partying and bullshitting and just trying to get away from reality and not really trying to deal with the problems and just gravitate to foolishness all day. So anyway, I want to read some more of this. Yeah, it says, yet I was worried about the future talents that the industry is losing due to COVID-19 restrictions. And there's no talent here. You mean to tell me Young Thug has talent, man? These new rappers nowadays have talent. These jokers don't have no talent. These musicians today have no talent. You can't tell me the musicians. Now, you got some of them that have a little something. I'm not going to lie. But a lot of these guys don't know what they're talking about, man. They don't have a storyline. They don't have any form of substance to what they're bringing out with their music. So there's no talent. What is this guy talking about, man? It says the daughters of music shall be brought low. It says, if I was making that independent leap at the age of 18 now, aware of the black landscape that the music and nightlife industry currently face, I might well make different choices. Without an income from live performance, DJ musicians and producers have been forced to confront the reality of the recorded industry, music industry, meager streaming royalties, dwelling sales, and every artist competing for the same few sync and advertising opportunities. So all of that is going to be done. All of this competition, who makes the best music, who can sell more records, and all of that nonsense. That's all going to be done once the Lord gets finished with this place, and we're moving down that route of the Lord getting done with this place.
That's right.
All right, and I pray that on that day, what is it, June the 21st. Actually, you know what? I pray that this place never unlocks down. I pray that this place remains on lockdown. Because maybe through this lockdown and through this COVID thing, the chip can come in. See, we're expecting the prophecies to come in. The end of the world prophecies. We're not expecting the lockdown to be stopped. We're expecting the coming of the Lord, man. To hell with some damn on lockdown. Whatever they got going on the TV. Go on, brother. Let's read this.
Back in 2 Timothy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It says,
you got these jakes acting silly talking about, I can't wait until they release us out of lockdown. Negro, you've been in lockdown for 500 years, man.
That's right.
Go on, brother.
It says, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good.
Right, despisers of those that are good. Go on.
Traitors, heedy, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High.
Lovers of pleasures than loving more of the Most High. So this is where people's minds are at, especially Jake. Jake just want to do what's fun. Jake just want to have fun all day and please their flesh, because as it says, they love themselves, right? In the last days, men will love themselves. So if you love yourself, you're going to cleave to your flesh, and that's what Esau always wanted for people to do. It's just to cleave onto their flesh.
There's a bit more.
Go on.
It says, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away.
Yeah, because you got people that will say, I believe in God, but then yet they'll go to the same club. They'll commit adultery.
This verse goes straight into that. It says, well, in a way it does. For of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts.
Right, like these churches. You got these churches out there. And these churches have now become a whorehouse where women can just get together. And it's nothing but women anyway. And you know what, too? Speaking of these churches, a lot of women are moving out of these churches. A lot of these hoes are moving out of these churches because it's just not, it's not cool anymore. And you got some people that's in these churches that are realizing that they're being told lies and all of that stuff because they're watching us. So they're saying, you know, what's the point of me going into this church?
Right.
If I'm listening to the Israelites, then I don't need to go to church anymore. But then you just got certain jakes that just leaving the church because it ain't jamming anymore.
Yeah. Can I just add to that up? Because
going, brother,
with churches, some people, if you can get a husband, you know, a quick fix.
Yeah, quick. Yeah.
It might be a quick husband. It might be a quick relief, or you want to give up some bad habit quickly. But now, if they're coming out of the church and they really got wicked intentions, some of them are going into witchcraft, because witchcraft gives you it gives you the tangibles even quicker or just as quick. Because really they want tangibles. When people go into Christianity nowadays, or they've always been going in for tangibles, especially the women, they want tangibles.
Right.
They don't believe in, because they're faithless.
Right.
So Christianity offers you something now, today, and buy one get one free kind of thing, you know. And women always looking for bargains. So they're going into, and they think that now that wasn't, it's not, the church is not offering them that now, because a lot of them are talking about Hebrew Israelites.
Right.
Now, if you really want that, you got to go to get that. You can go to witchcraft.
Exactly. Yeah.
So there's all these alternatives, you know.
Yeah, and that's true that you say that, because you do have a lot of our women that are diving into that form of work, the works of the odious works, which is witchcraft.
Yes.
Which is a sin unto death. The Lord said He shall not suffer a wish to live.
That's right.
Go on, brother.
It says, ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth.
Yeah, and you got a lot of jakes too that watch the Israelites, but they just watching us for entertainment purposes again, and wanting to be entertained. So that's all people really want. When you really break this world down, people have been conditioned to just accept entertainment as the way out. Just want to be entertained. Go to a club, go to a strip club, or you know, go to a mo bar, a homo bar, whatever. Just bar it out, drink, talk shit all day, and meanwhile, let time pass you by and let the rulers determine how your life is going to be in the future. That's what it's all about. People have been trained to be a bunch of fools. Don't think, don't use your head. And if you do use your head, you're a nutcase. You're a tinfoil hat wearer. Basically, to use your head.
Yeah.
So like
That's the word today. Go on, brother.
you said that like if you think outside the box, you're a nutcase and a tinfoil hat wearer or whatever. A few months ago, we were saying that they're probably going to introduce vaccine passports and stuff like that. Yeah. I was reading an article today saying that now you have to produce papers to travel. I think I mentioned this earlier. And they want to do it digitally soon. So what's that going to be leading to?
That's going to lead into the trip, baby.
Exactly.
Boy.
So a lot to look forward to on our side.
Right, that's right, that's right.
There's only destruction for them to look forward to.
Yep.
And really, they should have taken the time in this lockdown to get wise. The Lord gave them a bit of a moment to say, you know what, here's some time. You don't have to work 7 days a week because you're in lockdown.
Right.
Why don't you study a bit?
Yeah.
But these people, they're not doing that. They're on watching shit on YouTube, watching TikTok.
Spoon feeding is the most I spoon. I remember I was always saying the most because of my my little problem what I've got, right? The most actually had to spoon feed me by giving me the videos on YouTube, and that was a spoon feeding. So you got intellectuals that really they know they can navigate the internet, left, right, and centre. Yeah, I mean they're still spoon feeding them, and they still ain't getting it. Exactly. Like you're saying with the lockdown.
And that's the thing. That's why they're going to have no excuse, because everybody's going to have heard this word in one way, shape, or form. And so when the Lord comes, they're not going to have an excuse. They're going to have no cloak for their sin.
They won't let me get into the scriptures I want to get into. That's all saying.
If I could say this, I even heard one brother saying that they're even planning to remove the masks. You heard about that?
No, what's that?
No, I didn't hear about that.
I'm going to try and find that video and send it to one of you brothers.
Oh,
You read an article that they're planning to maybe remove the masks. Yeah?
Okay.
So it's going to create a lot of problems also, you know what I mean?
There's obviously everything.
They want to get to an agenda, you know that.
Yeah, there's an agenda behind that. Because now they removed the mask, you're going to have people saying no. You're going to have some that are saying no, you're going to have some that are saying that's a good idea. So
that's good.
What's that going to cause?
Point.
Tension.
Yeah.
Because those that are old, they're going to be saying no, we want to keep these masks on. So it's going to cause a lot of tension.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is, yeah. So, I mean, but that's what Esau wants to create. Esau wants to create this world of confusion for their own means. Yeah, read that, brother. Read what you got.
What, back in 2 Timothy, ever learning, never able to come to the knowledge
that's
of
it
the
on
truth.
that. That's all we need. Yeah, Karnak, if you can get me Romans 8.
Nosy
You said you
Parker.
can.
No.
Yeah,
Hey lads, hello bro.
how you doing, man?
No, your Kel said he ain't making it this week. said
He's
maybe.
supposed to come today.
Yeah, he said maybe next week.
From Romans 8.
Yeah, Romans 8, verse, you could begin in reading verse 3. Anybody can get it.
I've got it.
Okay.
So this is Romans 8 and from verse 3. It says, "For what law could not do, that it was weak through the flesh, the Most High sending his own Son in the likeness of sinful flesh, for sin condemned sin in the flesh."
Right, it says, for sin condemns sin in the flesh. So remember, the scripture says that if you walk according to the flesh, no, it says, what is it? Blood and flesh shall not inherit the, blood and,
Flesh and blood cannot
Right.
inherit the kingdom of the Most High.
yeah, thanks, man. Because my head is all over the place now, man. Freaking heck. So anyway, yeah, that's just the thing on that. So the more you think upon your fleshly side, the more you're going to make the wrong choices, and the more likely you're going to lead to your own destruction. And that's what they want for people to do. And they've done that very well. They've conditioned people to want to please themselves, pleasure themselves, rather than finding out what's really going on with the problems of the world and what's going on with my life, basically. You know, and how can I pretty much get access to worshiping my power? Because when you're always thinking about sex, that's your low vibrational self.
Yeah.
So when you keep thinking about that, how are you going to think outside the box? You can't. You're going, brother. You wanted to say something.
It's like the mindset of a child. If you look at a small child, a child is easily distracted.
Right.
Like, you know, you put maybe some toys in front of it, will play with that. Then you turn the TV on, the child will be watching the TV. The child's always looking for something to distract.
Yeah.
It's almost like the adults in this world, they never really grew out of that mindset of being a child, wanting to be entertained, expecting to be entertained.
Yeah.
And when they're not entertained, when
Yeah.
they actually have to think a little bit,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I don't like this.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
then they run
Yes.
away, they don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Because you're going,
It's
brother.
like
You got
because they never built up their spiritual, what do you call it? Their spiritual intellect.
Can't.
They never built that up. So that's what happens. And that's the difference between those that grow and
Yeah.
those that don't grow.
Yeah. You'll always remain to be stagnant if you don't think, man. That will always be the case. And like I was saying about the media selling people sex, that's just so they can get you to be in a fleshly state of mind.
Yeah.
And all you'll ever act as though as you're a beast. Not an actual man that have sense, but like a beast. You're going out.
It says, Romans 8 verse 4, that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit.
But walk after the Spirit. And Paul was basically going into the law. If you focus on the law, the letter itself, then you're basically sinning, because we can't keep the law. We can't really keep the law 100% because of our condition, the bodies that we're in right now, and the society that we're in right now. So if we, as Paul said, if we break one law, then we're guilty of them all. So therefore, we have no kind of what's the word, man? We don't have the ability to keep the law. So this is why we gotta just simply believe in the Lord, Yahawashi, and through that we'll gain access to life, everlasting life, pursuant to John 3. Go on, bro.
It says, I read verse 5, yeah. It says, let me read 5 again. For they that after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that after the Spirit, the things of the Spirit.
Right, the things of the Spirit. Go on.
For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace.
Right, that's the scripture that I really wanted. We wasn't getting into the
Yeah.
point. But yeah, to be carnally minded is death. And going back to what I was saying, this is the people, the state of the mind of the people today. It's all about focusing on how they can please themselves. This is why a lot of people cannot wait for June the 21st, as they believe, because during that time, they'll be released from lockdown. And they can just be a beast, be an animal more than ever before. Women can shake their behinds, women can commit adultery, sleep with all kind of guys. More so now, because now they're just getting the taste of what they had before, freedom. And then they're going to pull it back again
Oh boy.
and play with their minds. And then it's going to get to the point where, okay, you want this, you got it. We've given you a taste of this, so now we want you to get the chip. A lot of people don't like the idea of being chipped, so that's how they're going to get the minds of the people. Give them a whiff of freedom as they once had before, and then pull it back to them, and then give them the chip. and they can get access to that same freedom they once experienced again.
Yeah.
Forever. That's how the devil's working at large, man.
right.
That's how these devils are gonna work, as I see fit. Go on, brother. Let's read this.
Romans 8 verse 7. Because the carnal mind is enmity against the Most High.
Yeah.
For it is not subject to the law of the Most High, neither indeed can be.
Right.
So then, they that are in the flesh cannot please the Most High.
Right. They that are in the flesh cannot please the Most High, because all you're doing is you're acting as a beast. You're doing as you want to do. You're being, and then you become, what is it, self-willed. Like you had certain guys that we used to know around the way, and they not here anymore because of what? Self-willism. Feeding into the flesh. So you can't please the Most High that way. You can only but please the Most High by being in the Spirit, by following His commandments, by being disciplined. Those are the fruits of the Spirit. But the fruits of the carnal mind is envy, strife, contention.
Lust.
Huh?
Lust.
Right, being lust. And what else, man? I had something else in my head. I had a couple other things in my head. Just all in an all-around way. You just want to be wicked. Go on, brother.
Verse, so they that are in the flesh cannot please the Most High.
Yeah.
But ye are not in the flesh, but in the Spirit.
But ye are not in the flesh, but in the Spirit. Go on.
If it be so, let me start again. It's like a, but ye are not in the flesh, but in the Spirit. If so be that the Spirit of the Most High dwell in you.
Right. If so, the Most High Spirit dwelleth in you. And that's key into the point, because you want to be the guy that the Lord is dealing with. If the Lord is dealing with you, then you'll be walking in more of a righteous path than if the Lord wasn't dealing with you. Because then you'll just be catering to your flesh. Because it's either two. It's either the Lord is dealing with you or He's not dealing with you. Go on, brother.
It says, now if any man have not the Spirit of Hamashiach, he is none of his.
Right, exactly. So again, the Spirit got to be on you for you to be His men. So yeah, brother, get me 2 John 2. I believe it's 1 John 2.
I've got a quick one on that, your
Yeah, go on,
subject. Galatians 5:17, straight to the point. For the flesh lusteth against the Spirit, and the Spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary,
Right.
the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would.
Right.
But if ye be led of the Spirit, ye are not under the law.
Okay.
Nor the works of the flesh are manifest, which are those: idolatry, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness,
Yep.
idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, violence, emulations. I probably butchered that word.
Emulations, yeah.
Say it again.
Emulations.
Emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies, envies, murders, drunkenness, rivalry, and such like, of which I tell ye before, as I have also told ye.
Go on.
Make sure I take my hood off. Told you in time past that ye which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahawah by Yahawashi.
Yep.
But the fruits of the Spirit, now we're talking all the good things, but the
come.
fruits of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such things there is no law.
Exactly. So, hey, that's it right there. So you don't want to be the individual that's following that's having the fruits of the flesh.
Right.
Because you're not gonna, you can't serve the Most High with that, and also that's not gonna get you into the next kingdom that's coming up. But applying the fruits of the Spirit, and therefore having the Spirit on you first, so that you can walk in those things.
Can I just add a
Go on,
point? One of the, I think it was Korabi said that guy that came up, right? He's not known to us, but he was very he was quite. I'll read this. I'll just read it again. It says,
Yeah, go on,
but
man.
the fruits of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Yeah, he was very temperate for a man that we don't even know.
Go on.
Against such things there is no law. So these are the kind of qualities: temperance, like to be logical, calm, balance. That the Most High, Lord willing, we got some of these qualities now, but we're gonna improve on these qualities.
That's
And definitely when we get the new bodies, we're gonna have all these qualities anyway. But yeah, to have all these qualities, these are good qualities that the Most High likes. They're the opposites, because the flesh and the Spirit war against each other.
Yeah.
So the first thing what I do, I got my little routine. When I get up in the morning, I got a certain prayer that I say about giving me the Holy Spirit in Hebrew.
Go on,
You know, Raka Al Shapakwa. I say that. I put it on my voice thing to remind me first thing in the morning to have that. The Most High give me the Spirit, so that when I'm doing my videos, everything's all balanced and to the best of my ability.
Goes smoothly.
You know,
and
so
they go smooth as well.
they go smoothly. So working on the fruits of the Spirit, man.
It's like what Paul was saying. Paul specified what was going on with him in the flesh. That's in the book of Romans, the 7th chapter. The thing that I do, the thing that I want to do, I do not, and the thing that I don't want to do, I wind up doing it. So that's that contrary between there's a battle between the flesh and the spirit.
Rahaka Al Shapakwa. That's my thing. But I've got it on my voice thing, so it's actually sounding it off to me, so that it becomes embedded in my spirit. You know, that's how I learn my Hebrew. By the way, I'm not very articulate with writing, but I get it through memory and just keep on going over it in my head again, over and over again. So yeah.
Let's get these scriptures.
What did you want? 1 John and 2.
Yeah, 1 John 2.
This is 1 John 2. My little children, these things write I unto you, that ye sin not. And if any man sin, we have an advocate with the Father, Yahawashi Mashiach the righteous. And he is a propitiation for our sins, and not only for ours only, but also for the sins of the world.
Which is the whole nation of Israel. Because when you read the book of John 3, it says, for God so loved the world. So what world was that? The world of Israel, the world without end, pursuant to Isaiah 40, verse 15. And the word there is cosmos, which is referring to the world of Israel. And once again, as I'm going to say. And in the cosmos, you have many different planets within one cosmos. All right? So the cosmos that it's talking about is the nation of Israel. Let's read this.
And hereby we know that we know him if we keep his commandments.
Let me help you there.
He that saith, I know him, and keep not his commandments is a liar, and the truth is not in him.
Yeah, go down to the verse where it says, for God is not of the world. Let me help you out though.
What one did you want? Love not the world?
You love not the
I
world.
got that. This is 1 John 2 and 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
There you go, yeah.
For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh.
Right, the lust of the flesh. We was just reading about the fruits of the flesh. And we was also talking about the flesh in Romans, the 8th chapter. We was reading into that in there as well. So this is why we're not supposed to love the world. One of the reasons as to why, because this world is of the flesh. People have been bred to basically please the flesh.
Yeah.
This is why a lot of people spend most of their time partying all day, barring all day.
Yeah.
Because they want to please the flesh rather than using their mind and thinking for once in a lifetime.
Right. Come.
You know. There you have it, man. Yeah. So read some more.
And the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes.
Right, and the lust of the eyes and the lust of the flesh, desiring to make it in this world. A fallen ship. This world is likened unto a fallen ship, basically. And this COVID situation has definitely driven this world furtherly down. You know, like the saying goes, circling the drain.
Yeah.
This world is circling the drain, man.
Precept.
Go on, bro.
This is Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away.
Yeah.
The world languisheth and fadeth away.
Right, it says that the world languish and fadeth away. And we're seeing that right now. We're seeing that this world is fading away. The way that it used to be, it's no longer as it used to be. It says the fashions of this world passeth away. I think that's actually in there as well.
I had some Corinthians. Use the world, but not abusing
Using the world.
For the fashion of this world passeth away.
Okay, well, let's get that before
somewhere
we
in Corinthians.
move forward with that, brother.
Let's see if I can find it.
And we can very well clearly see that this world is passing away. It's clear. It's real clear to us. Now, to the people out there, people can kind of see that something's about to happen, but they're not seeing it from a clearer perspective as we're seeing it. So because of that, they're steady guessing, well, maybe we can get back to normal, maybe everything will go back to...
Can I just add to what you're just saying? Because that guy who came up, right, he's searching. He actually said, when he goes to a church, which I can relate to him, when he goes to church, he said there was he felt like he was a bit out of the box, like he was mad, yeah?
Carol.
Huh?
Oh, no, it's telling Carol, sorry. You got it?
Yeah, so he's saying he felt like he was mad. He was going mad because people made, but we confirmed it for him.
Yes,
that's the point. You just said so the people that are not sure, we just even just seeing us is confirming it for them.
Go on.
That something is definitely going down.
Go on.
There's that chariot again.
And that just goes to show you that we have the answers.
Yeah.
Like going back to what Apostle Hall always said, like Apostle Hall and the apostles, they don't say what they say for no reason. There's a reason why they say that they have the 100% truth, because we actually do have the 100% truth. We have all of the answers. Okay, we have all of the answers to this life and the life after us.
Yeah. Some people have to get beat down. I mean, I through church I had to get beat down a little bit, seeing what wicked people were capable, what their people are capable of, and then I saw the what was going on with the truth. I said, boom, I want it. This is what I'm really looking for. And a lot of people they come that way into the truth that way. They have to get beat down a little bit. They
got to be humble.
Humbled, and then the truth builds them up.
This is This is 1 Corinthians 7 and 31. And they that use this world, there's more meat. Let's start 30. And they that weep as though they weep not, and they that rejoice as though they rejoice not, and they that buy as they did not possess not, and they that use this world as not, abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away.
Right, and that's the point that I want to elaborate on. The fashion of this world is passing away. So there's no need to get back into the world. What are you going back into the world for? Wait. Not what is it? Not abusing the world, but using the world. Because we use this world for, just the means to survive. You work, you just live a basic life. You get food from the store, you eat, you take care of your children, and you just do it like that. You just be simple about it. You don't gotta try to seek to get paid and make a hell of a lot of money here, because you know that the end is coming, and this world is going to pass away real soon, as all worlds did in the past. All worlds have had a chance to stand. The worlds of all of these other nations. And look where they at. They're nowhere to be found anymore. And Esau's going to be going out the same way. When we rule, Esau's not coming back into power anymore. He's never coming back into power again. America would no longer exist. It would then become a desert. All right? There's not going to be no fourth revival of the Edomites coming back to rule again. It's what they're expecting to believe. Go on, brother. Let's read what you got. I know you got something. No,
I got something. All right. Philippians 4:5 says, "Let your moderation be known unto all men. The Lord is at hand. Be careful for nothing, but in everything, by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your request be made known unto Yahawah." Last one. "And the peace of God, which passeth all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Yahawashi."
That's it. Yeah, so brother, if you can, there's another chariot.
Yeah,
right?
you won't be able to see it. It's so dim. Yeah, I see it moving fast. It's a small. I don't think brothers will be able to see.
I can see it.
It's very small. Can you see it?
I can see it.
Oh.
Shall I go
Chariot
back to
floating.
Yeah, go back to
Isaiah 24?
yes.
So this is Isaiah 24 and verse 4. It says, "The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty of the people of the earth do languish. The earth is also defiled under the inhabitants thereof."
That's another point I want to elaborate on as well, because the laws are not being kept. No one's keeping land sabbaths. You got these you got people like Bill Gates that own acres of land.
Oh yeah.
To genetically modify the food, the vegetation, messing up the land and everything else, and then sending that food into your stores while you buy that food, and you wondering why you can't think straight. You wondering why you acting like a damn clown, because you eating genetically modified foods. You see what I'm saying? So this is why the world is defiled, because you have people like this geezer in power. that's telling you what to do, and basically confusing what nature is supposed to be. Go on, brother.
The earth is also defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because
Yeah.
they have transgressed the laws.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. Because the laws, statutes, and commandments, as I always like to say, is the manuscript of the earth.
Yeah.
And they're not using the manuscript. So therefore, this is why you have all of this nonsense.
Look what we got right over our heads. You see it?
Oh yeah, it's moving right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barakatuh
Yeah.
Yahawah. Barakatuh
Yahawashi.
Yahawah.
Hasham, Yahawashi.
That's
spotted.
judgment for them demons as well that just
Yeah.
moved past.
It's a curse unto them.
Well spotted.
Yes, I.
Come on. You know, so I mean, yeah.
Yes.
Let's read this again one more time.
Okay, it says the earth is also defiled unto the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws,
Yeah.
changed the ordinance, and broken the everlasting covenant.
Right, and broken the everlasting covenant, which goes right along with the laws. I believe that's in the book of Leviticus 7, man. 7 and 26. Let me see if I can get that real quick. Yeah, just bear me for 1 minute.
Can't.
Nah, it's not.
Well, how does this verse go?
Yeah, I can't really quote it because I don't really touch upon it too much, but
Okay.
it's somewhere in Leviticus, man. Let me see if I can go and find it.
Shall I continue reading or just wait?
Yeah, just wait for a minute.
No, there's another one as well. The saints keep bothering you, brothers. Yeah, man. Hey, this is beautiful.
Yeah, it's all a part of the faith, man. It's all a part of the faith. Especially the Chariots. It's a big part of our faith. I want to find this precept. I'll tell you what, one of you brothers speak.
Talk about the chariots.
Alright, yeah, I'll speak.
Chariots are above the
The
head.
chariots, you know, they're making their appearance ever so more, ever so frequently,
Come on.
you know, and that's our salvation. What was it said in Luke 21? And when thou shalt see these things, lift up your heads. So that's what we're doing. For our salvation draweth nigh.
Exactly.
You know, Lord willing more than men. You know, we just got to continue to fight, continue to give another thing, give full diligence. You know, sometimes you're gonna get, you know, your weak moments where you may not be doing as much as you usually do, but it's for you, because I can't get you into the chariot. Ahab can't get you into the chariot. Ariyah can't get you into the chariot. Caleb can't get me into the chariot. Elder Ma'ad can't get me into the chariot. So it's that thing of just working at your own salvation.
Yeah.
That's it.
Go on. Just now it lit up and it just went dark again. It's going towards the north
Work out your own
direction.
salvation with fear
It
and
just lit up, Ark.
If I say something spiritual, you know, they're passing all over our
Yeah.
heads. That's the
Calm.
beautiful thing.
Yeah, they're right actually in
They're
our
always
direction.
passing over our heads here. They
Yeah.
could pass over that way, but it's always passing
So we'll
over
say,
here.
can you what else?
Yeah, I got the precept.
Work out your own salvation with fear. Oh, you got it. Back to you.
Yeah, Psalms 105. Verse 10 is starting to get cold out here now. That's right. My hands, I can feel my hands burning. Yeah, somebody get Psalms 105, verse 10.
Shall I get it?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you don't get it. Let this brother get it.
It's
I wanna
nice to
get
look
to
up,
work.
innit? It's like lovely, innit?
Yeah.
This
Oh,
is
it's
Psalm
beautiful.
105 and 10.
Relaxing.
Yeah.
Psalms 105 and 10. I'm on the right one. Psalms 105 and 10. And confirm the same unto Jacob.
That's it right there. Yeah.
But this is Psalms 105 and 10.